Welcome back to my morning report analysis videos on Tuesday 3rd of Jan with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Antec Markets, and we're going to be looking at cable now. So we're basically still in this range, aren't we, cable? 120.80, which was these sort of lows. I'm sort of ignoring this flash crash spike lower, but the general lows 120.80 certainly from October, up towards 127.75, which is the December high. Broke below 23.30, sort of 23 figure to 23.30, which had been sort of the supportive through November. And that sort of changed the outlook again, and it's interesting that sort of we are still below that, despite the fact that we sort of broke back above it. Yesterday's trading was below, and today we're still below it. Now, what I'd be looking at is I'm still playing this as a negative bias within the range. Whilst below 23.30, I mean, you'd say below 23.87 really, but 23.30, I think you've sort of got a negative bias. I think the momentum indicators is sort of bearishly configured, and you'd sort of look at this stochastics move. I think as in isolation, I think it's nothing to get too worked up about yet. I think it would still need to have a price breakout to really sort of be something that you'd be following. As I think it's just an unwinding move really. So at the moment I'm still sort of plumping for dollar strength. I mean, yes, we've got this sort of bounce that we've had today. Cable is trading higher on the day. We've just had out the UK manufacturing PMI beat expectations quite considerably, and that has helped cable to rally. But whether that rally ultimately turns out to be another chance to sell, I think it will be. Sort of the outlook we're getting on these hourly chart and the daily chart, I think still suggests that we're sort of putting pressure to the downside. So rallies are a chance to sell, as it has been in the last few days. Sort of rolled over at 23 figure area, which generally speaking, I suppose, with a bit of artistic license, you could say is a bit of a pivot in the last sort of week or so. So this little rally that we've got on the UK PMI, I'll be interested to see if it rolls over again around 23 figure. Generally speaking, sort of 23 figure to 23.50 area, resistance area. So I'd say sell zone really, and if that gives you a chance to get out again. So I think it's going to probably put pressure on the recent low 21.97 or 22 figure. And then back towards maybe 2080 if it if that level breaks. I think that will be seen as a test. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.